indirectly water is required. To manufacture a shirt, we need about 3,000 liters of water. To manufacture a set of shoes, 10,000 liters of water required. To manufacture a single sheet of paper, about 6 to 10 liters of water required. To manufacture a car, 400,000 liters of water required. But can we manufacture water? No. We can only desalinate, we can only purify water. According to, you can also see this, not only for producing components, even for producing food items, coffee. If you want to produce coffee of 125 milliliters, 132 liters of water required. Chocolate, beef, cotton, tea, pork, you can see all these. 1 billion people lack access to safe drinking water in 2016. 2.5 billion people lack access to improved sanitation. According to World Meteorological Organization, as per the recent report, 5 billion people will not have access to clean water by 2050. That means the population will be 9.8 billion people that time. 50% of the people will not have clean water. That is the projection. Next. You can see this. So energy, it is another important resource. Our lifestyle has become in such a way that not even a single second goes without the use of energy. According to IPCC, by 2050, to accommodate 9.8 billion people, we will have 70% increase in the energy demand. That means there will be 130% increase in the carbon dioxide emissions. So GDP of a country is directly related to the per capita use of energy. If the country is using more energy, that means more infrastructure, more industries are there, then the GDP of that particular country is high. For example, America, they use a lot of energy, therefore their GDP is low. GDP measures economic growth without considering the finite limit of world resources. So we have a great opportunity, the power of sun. The world current power consumption is 18.3 terawatt. 1 terawatt is 1 into 10 power 12 watts. The incident solar energy on the planet is 166 petawatt, 1 into 10 power 15 watts. 30% of this reflected back to space, 90% is absorbed by the clouds. This leaves the balance of 85 petawatts available for use. This 85 petawatt is more than 4,500 times our current world consumption. That means 4,500 times more solar energy is available. But even if it is solar energy, we need to be conscious of using that, because silicon mining, refining, processing, manufacturing of solar panels, electronics, batteries, all these require energy. That energy again comes from the fossil fuels. We are already running out of silicon because we need to come up with alternate materials. So simply by avoiding the use of energy, we can save 1/3 of the energy consumption. If it is not possible to avoid, at least we can minimize the use of energy by using energy conserving devices like LED bulbs, energy saving appliances like washing machine, refrigerator, etc. We can save another 1/3 of energy, and the remaining 1/3 has to be produced. If that is produced by renewable energy resources, the planet will flourish. These are some of the renewable energy resources. Most of them are solar, directly or indirectly, because even if wind energy indirectly is a solar energy, because there is a high temperature. Because of the high temperature, there is a variation in the pressure of air. Because of that, we had wind energy and hydro and winds. Geothermal energy, for example, if we go down 5 kilometers down, there is no winter, there is no summer there. So we supply cold water, make it hot water, produce steam. That steam is used for producing electricity. That is what is geothermal energy. When we talk about energy, we should talk about hydrocarbon resources. These are the so-called fossil fuels. The petrol, diesel, coal, natural gas, LPG, etc. They are all hydrocarbon resources. We have carbon in hydrocarbon. Carbon is reacting with oxygen in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide. We are talking about this carbon dioxide. This is going to the atmosphere, and we get a lot of energy. It is highly exothermic because we produce a lot of energy because of hydrocarbon resources. Many places, if you just Google it, you will know the best university in Australia for petroleum engineering is Curtin University. I come from Curtin University. But we are talking, there are discussions going on to stop offering this petroleum engineering because we don't want to teach fossil fuel. And many countries like UK is going to phase out petrol, diesel in 2040. UAE has a clean energy strategy for 2050. So this is very much important. This is the future because we need to avoid petrol, diesel, LPG, and the next 15-20 years in UAE, all electric cars will be running. We will not use petrol, diesel. Material resources, these are very important because all this, whatever you are seeing here, table, chair, pencil, pen, whatever it is, mobile phones, cameras, laptops, all these. Shall I get it? All this we are extracting from the mother nature. 20 years, 25 years because if we go down 500 meters or 1 kilometer down, we used to get good quality gold, minerals, titanium, copper, aluminum, stainless steel, everything. But today we need to go 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers down. Going down is not a simple thing. It's an energy intensive process. And these mining activities will happen in the remote locations. We cannot have mining activities in the center of the city. When it is a remote location, we always depend on diesel generator. Diesel is a fossil fuel, and because of that, climate change. And the global consumption of materials is expected to reach 160 billion tons by 2060. Approximately 10 billion tons of engineering materials are produced every year. Steel, wood, concrete are the materials with the largest production rate by mass. Next. Sand and cotton, sand and gravel, they are the most extracted material because of the population. More construction, more infrastructure, more building, more industries. We need more sand. Cotton is used for textile industries. The demand for sand is increasing every year. Also, the sand price also is increasing every year. Next. Air is not considered as a resource because it is abundantly available, but because of the greenhouse gas, the air pollution is the issue for it. And air is used in different industries, like used as reactant in combustion, pneumatic purposes, machineries. It's also used as a coolant. Soil, this is one of the very important resources. Our soil is becoming sand. If you take away nutrient content, organic content from the soil, that becomes sand. If you go into rainforest, the organic content will be around 70%. In normal agriculture soil, the organic content should be at least 3%. But for example, in India, the organic content in the soil is 0.5% or less than that. We are on the verge of desertification. The land available for food production is reducing. We are converting agricultural land into residential buildings, industries. Soil erosion is happening because of sea level rise. We are losing land. Therefore, altogether, this land available for food production is reducing. Some studies show that by 2045, we will be producing 40% less food. When there is shortage of food, imagine if food is not there 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, what will happen? Fights will happen. There could be a number of civil wars around the planet. When there is a shortage of food, whatever civilization we have built for 500,000 years, everything will be broken down. That is what this study shows. That this is the reality that has happened many times in our history, and once again it is being predicted by the top researchers in the world. And when there is when soil is not rich, we will apply more chemical fertilizers, urea fertilizers. When we apply more fertilizers, the nitrous oxide emission will be more. This nitrous oxide is 265 times more powerful and more dangerous greenhouse gas. This number will vary, every year it will vary, it goes up and down based on cloud chemistry and cloud atmosphere. Currently it is 265 times powerful than carbon dioxide. Therefore, the consequences of climate change will be very severe. Soil is the basis of all life. 30 to 40 inches of topsoil on an average around the planet is the basis of almost all the life. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Because of that thriving life, we get food, we grow vegetables, food, everything. Everything happens. This is the only place we put seed, we get fruits, we get food, we get vegetables. That's why in Tamil language we call this as Thaiman. Thaiman means mother soil. Because we cannot live with an inert mother, we cannot live with a dead mother. We are losing the biodiversity. We heard of dinosaurs going extinct. This is the soil extinction. So we need to focus to keep the biodiversity alive. We need to save our soil. Therefore, the research focus should be the soil. 1/3 of the land, wherever we live, should go under vegetation. 1/3 of the land. Whatever kind, natural grasses, trees, plants, whatever it is. So 1/3 of the land should go under vegetation. If we should also understand, soil is a very significant carbon sink. Carbon dioxide instead of going up, it will go down. That is very much required for food production. Therefore, if soil is fixed, climate change is fixed. Soil is the largest water source on the planet. So if the soil is fixed, water is fixed. If soil is rich, trees and plants will grow. Air pollution is fixed. If the soil is rich, food production will happen locally. No need to import, export food. So we can avoid transportation, we can avoid energy. So energy is fixed to some extent. If the soil is fixed, food production will happen locally. We can avoid chemical preservatives, we can avoid plastics, therefore we can get a healthy organic food. So if the soil is fixed, everything else will be fixed. If you don't fix now, there will be nothing to fix after some time. This is the legacy we have received from our previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil to our future generations. So what is the solution? We know the population is a big elephant in the room. But we are all nice people, but we have too many people. So let us not talk about that, because that's a social problem. Apart from that, as academics, I think I know most of the professors are here. As academics, it is our responsibility to teach our students, because how the world will be tomorrow is determined by how we nurture our students today. They are the very important stakeholders of the future. If we create awareness among students, because they are going to live longer on this planet, they are going to live longer on the planets. Therefore, they are going to suffer more because of the climate change. So we need to consider next 15-20 years as emergency period. During the emergency, we do everything possible. If you do right things for the next 15-20 years, we can fix everything. But if we allow this to progress for another 15-20 years, then the damage will be irreversible. That's what the research shows. After that, if we try to attempt, then it will take around 200-300 years of time. That much loss of biodiversity would have happened that time. Can you please go? I hope I have time. I can continue talking. Yes. Audio.
They're not able to hear.
You're not able to hear.
Yeah.
You can hear? No, record it.
So should I do?
Call the mic. Call the mic. No, not like call the mic.
I think because